Hi there, this is Hardik from MEPro Technologies. A very warm welcome to all the viewers. Welcome to the session. Before we move ahead, let me remind you that we already seen two videos for production lot and tracking lot earlier. Both the videos are available at www.meprotechnologies.com/openerp/video. Let's move ahead. Today we will be looking at the stock valuation in OpenERP 6.1. OpenERP 6.1 provides the stock valuation methods like standard and average price. But today we'll be looking into the stock valuation using the FIFO method. So let's see what is the FIFO means. FIFO means first in, first out. So let's define it. FIFO is a method of processing and retrieving data where the first items entered are the first ones to be removed. Or in other words, the items are removed in the same order they are entered. Also, it can be said that it is an asset management and valuation method in which the assets produced or acquired first are sold, used or disposed of first. Let's see this by an animation. FIFO can be also termed as queue. Here you can see that the subject that entered into the queue first will move out of the queue first. So you have seen that the subject that moved into the queue is moving out of the queue very first. Okay, so the subject that entered last is moving out of the queue at last. So that was a queue. Let's understand this in the logistic flows, that is purchase and sales. Here you can see that there are three lots being created in the system. The very first lot created is lot 1, which is having 3 quantities. Second is lot 2, which is having 4 quantities, and finally lot 3 having 5 quantities. So during the purchase, 3 production lots have been created: lot 1, lot 2 and lot 3. Now, as this is a FIFO method, during the sales, quantities will be consumed from the very first production lot, and here the very first production lot is lot 1. So during the sales, the quantities will be first of all consumed from lot 1, then from lot 2 and finally from lot 3. That gives me the method of FIFO. Now let's move ahead and see the accounting effects for the logistic flows. Now for any of the transactions, either purchases or sales, you will find at least 2 accounts getting affected. So we have an account named stock, which will be debited against the purchase of a product. We have an account named closing stock, which will be credited against the purchase of a product. Also, we have an account named stock, which will be credited against the sales of the product, and we have an account named closing stock, which will be debited against the sales of the product. Now, before we move ahead for the FIFO method, first of all we need to configure a product. So now let's configure the product. Let's go into the OpenERP system. So this is the product listing. I'll create a product over here. Create. I'll give it as name P23. Now I'll change the product type as stockable product. Now as we are learning the costing evaluation, the costing method is, here you can see the possible values are standard price, average price. These are the costing methods. Now here you can see the two more costing methods available, that is LIFO and FIFO. As we are looking for FIFO, let's select FIFO. Now as I selected FIFO, here you can see that the check marks for tracking manufacturing lot, tracking incoming lot and tracking outgoing lot gets automatically checked. Let's see this. Let me select standard price over here. So you can see that the check marks got unchecked. Now as soon as I'll check the FIFO method, the check marks get automatically gets checked. So it means that it suggests me that it is compulsory for me to give the production lot number during the purchase and sales. Okay. Now let's move on to the accounting tab. So under the label inventory valuation, here you can see the inventory valuation. That suggests me that for every stock move, there are corresponding journal entries have been posted in the system. So the two possible value for inventory valuation are the periodical, that means the manual, and real time, that is automated. Now the periodical suggests me that every journal entries will be posted manually. That means you need to manually enter the journal entries. And real time suggests me that the journal entries will be posted automatically against the stock move. So we will select a real time inventory valuation. Okay. Also here you can see that stock input account, that means for any of the incoming stock, the journal entries will be posted under this account. And for the stock output account, so any of the outgoing stock, the journal entries will be posted under this account. But we are not configuring the input account and output account over here. For that, let's get back to the information tab. Here you can see the category. Let's open it. Yes, here you can see that under the accounting stock property label, you can find the stock input account. So as I said, for any of the incoming stock, the journal entries will be posted here. So here you can see the account name closing stock will be responsible for the incoming stock. Again, the same account closing stock will be responsible for the outgoing stock, and the current valuation of the stock will be held under this account that is named as stock. So stock valuation account suggests me the current value of the product. So any of the product under this category will be configured under these accounts. Let's save this. So we have configured the product type, we have configured the costing method, we have set the accounts. So my product P23 is ready. Let's save this. So we have successfully configured our product. Now let's see the example. So this is example 1. There will be a purchase of a product in the same production lot with different cost price. Now when the sale of this product, consumption of the product will be as per the FIFO method, and costing for the journal entries will be calculated by taking the average price. So we will be creating some of the purchase orders, and we will give a production lot with different cost price. Now when we'll be selling the products, those products will be sold as per the FIFO method. Let's see this in the OpenERP system. Let's create a purchase order. Fill up the basic information, that's supplier. Let's create the purchase order line. View of the product P23. Now let's look at the example ahead. So here you can see that I'm creating a lot 1. So in first purchase order, I'll give 10 quantities of the product at a cost of 15 rupees. So my total valuation will be 150. Again I will be giving a purchase order of 20 quantities at the cost of rupees 20. so my value will be 400. So for my total valuation will be 550, my total quantities will be 30, so my average price will be 18.33. Let's do this. So here I'll give 10 quantities at the cost of rupees 15. I'll save this. I'll confirm this quotation into purchase order. So my purchase quotation is been converted to the purchase order. My reception is ready for the process. So here you can see a stock move has been generated for the product P23 of quantity 10. Now let's give the production lot number over here. Let's create a production lot. So P23, so that's my prefix, and my production lot will be created as P23 underscore 15 slash 43. I'll save this. So here you can see that I have created a production lot P23 underscore 15 slash 43. Let's save this stock move. Okay, let's process this. Okay, let's validate this. So we have successfully purchased 10 quantities of product P23 under the production lot P23 underscore 15 slash 43. Now again let's create the purchase order. Create. Fill up the basic information. Let's create the purchase order line P23. Now I'll give up 20 quantities at cost of unit price of rupees 20. I'll save this. I'll convert this purchase quotation into purchase order. Okay. My reception is ready for the process. So you can see again that the stock move has been generated of product P23 for 20 quantities. Let's give the production lot number. Now here at this time we'll not create a new production lot, but we'll give the production lot number P23 underscore 15 slash 43, which we have already been created. Let's save this, process this. Okay, validate this. So we have successfully purchased 20 quantities of product P23 under the production lot P23 underscore 15 slash 43. Let's look at the journal entries now. As we have said, for every stock move there are journal entries being posted in the system, and this is a real-time evaluation. Here you can see that automatically 2 entries for the purchase are being posted over here. Here you can see that 2 amounts, you can see that 150 and 400. That means we have purchased 10 quantity at a cost of rupees 15, so 150. Now here you can see that rupees 150 have been credited against the account closing stock, and rupees 150 have been debited against the account stock. Let's see the next journal entry. Same way, we have seen the accounting effects that against the account closing stock you can see this 400 rupees have been credited, and against the account stock 400 rupees have been debited. So these were the journal entries that those were being posted automatically by the system. Okay, let's move ahead in the example. So we have purchased certain products. Now let's sell the products. Here you can see that I have created a lot 1. I will sell 5 quantities. Now the average price, as we have said, that whenever there are different cost price in a production lot, in a single production lot, average price is been taken. So my average price here is 18.33. So my costing valuation will be 91.65. Let's do this. Let's create a sale order. Fill up the basic information. Let's create a sale order line. We'll give 5 quantities over here. Let's confirm this quotation to the sale order. Okay, my delivery order is ready for the scheduling. So here you can see a stock move has been generated for the product P23 with 5 quantities. Now, as this is a FIFO method, it will automatically take the production lot number. So no need to give it manually. Let's process this. So here you can see that production lot number has been automatically taken by the system, and in the system currently only production lot 1 is there, that is production P3 underscore 15. Now let's validate this. Okay, we have successfully sold 5 quantities of product P23 under the production lot P23 underscore 15 slash 43. Let's see the journal entries. Here you can see the automatic outgoing of a product has been seen. Now the amount found is 91.67. As I said that whenever there are different cost price in a same production lot, average price has been taken. Let's calculate this. So 18.33 into 5, that will give me 91.65. So here you can see that rupees 91.67 have been credited against the account stock, and rupees 91.67 have been debited against the account closing stock. So those were the journal entries that were being posted automatically. So this was the FIFO method. Okay, so this was the very first example. Now let's see the next example. Now in the second example, there will be a purchase of a product in different production lot with as per your convenient cost price. Now while the sale of that product, consumption of the products will be as per the FIFO method, and the costing for journal entries will be calculated by taking the individual price from individual production lot used in the selling the product. Also, you will find individual journal entries for individual production lot against the single sale order reference. That means here we will be creating two production lot that will be having the cost price. Now whenever we will be selling the products will be sold as per the FIFO method. That means first of all the products will be sold from the very first production lot and then from the next. Let's do this. Let's again create a new product. Let's configure it as we have configured earlier. I'll change the product type as stockable product. I'll change the costing method, that is FIFO. Here you can see the check marks gets checked automatically. My inventory valuation method will be real time. And let's see the accounts that have been configured. Category, open it. So my accounts are also been configured. Let's save this. So I have configured the product P24. Let's save this. Okay, we have successfully created the product P24. Let's create a purchase order. Create. Fill up the basic information. Let's create the purchase order line P24. Let's see the example. So here you can see that during the purchase, I'll first create a production lot 1 with 10 quantities at the unit price of rupees 15, and I'll create another production lot 2 with 20 quantities at the cost of rupees 20. Let's do this. So first of all I will create 10 quantities at a unit price of rupees 15. I'll save this. I'll convert this purchase quotation to the purchase order. My reception is ready for the processing. So here you can see the stock move has been generated for the product P24 with 10 quantities. Let's create a production lot. Let's create a new one. So I'll give P24 underscore 15. I'll save this. So my production lot P24 underscore 15 slash 44 has been created. I'll save this stock move. Let's process this. Okay, validate this. So I have successfully purchased 10 quantities of the product under the production lot P24 underscore 15 slash 44. So now let's create another production lot with 20 quantities at a unit cost of rupees 20. Let's create another purchase order. Create a purchase order line. Give the product P24. Let's purchase 20 quantities at a unit price of rupees 20. Let's save this, convert it into the purchase order. So this gets the reception. Okay, here again a stock move has been generated for product P24 with 20 quantities. Now here we'll be creating a new production lot again for the product P24. I'll give it as P24 underscore 20. Save it. Save this stock move. So now let's process this, validate this. So we have successfully purchased 20 quantities of product P24 for the production lot P24 underscore 20 slash 45. Let's see the journal entries. So here you can see that the journal entries are being automatically posted as we have configured this product inventory valuation as real time. So let's see this journal entries. Here you can see that against the account closing stock rupees 150 are been credited, and against the account stock rupees 150 have been debited. Now let's move ahead in the example. Now we will be selling the product. Now as is a FIFO method, first of all the quantities will be consumed from lot 1. Let's sell 10 quantities from lot 1 and let's sell 5 quantities from lot 2. Let's move ahead and let's see this. Let's create a sale order. Sales. Let's create the sales order line P24. Let's first give, so my overall quantity is 15 as you can see in the example. My total quantities will be 10 plus 5 15. So I'll give 15 quantities. I'll save this. Okay, let's convert this sales quotation into order, sales order. Let's see the delivery schedule. Now first of all let's see the production lot. So here you can see that my production lot 44 and 45. In my production lot 44 there are 10 quantities available, and in my production lot 45 there are 20 quantities available. Now here we can see that we are going to sell 15 quantities of the product. So quantities will be first of all consumed from the production lot P24 underscore 15 slash 44, and then from the production lot P24 underscore 20 slash 45. Let's see this. Okay, now let's process this. Yes, you can see that 10 quantities are being consumed from production lot P24 underscore 15 slash 44, and 5 quantities are being consumed from production lot P24 underscore 20 slash 45, as this is FIFO method. Let's validate this. Okay, we have successfully sold 15 quantities of the product P24 from the production lots 44 and 45. Let's see the corresponding journal entries. Okay, yes, you can see that in our example we have said that you will find individual journal entries for individual production lot against the single sale order reference. So here you can see that the sale order reference is same, out/48 and out/48. That means two journal entries for outgoing of the product P24. Let's look into it. So here you can see that against the account stock rupees 150 are been credited, and against the account closing stock rupees 150 are been debited. So these were the journal entries automatically posted in the system as we have selected the costing method as 150. Now let's see the evaluation of this product. Here you can see that we have gone to the product screen. At the right side, in the right panel, here you can see the product's effective date. So this is the report. Let's see this. So here you can see that my 15 quantities have been left in my system at an average price of rupees 20. So my valuation of this product is 300. Okay, let's see this. I'll refresh my page. I'll go to my product P24. So here you can see that valuation of my product is 300 at an average price of rupees 20. Let's move on in the example. So this was about the costing, the stock valuation using the FIFO method. Let's summarize this. That we have seen that we have created certain purchase order which were having a single production lot number but having different costing price, and then in that case average price was been taken for the calculation. And in the next example we have seen that we have created two production lot, and in that case individual journal entries were being found in the system. So this was about the FIFO method stock valuation in OpenERP 6.1. Thank you for listening and viewing. Thank you very much.